Let's get this here. Oh yeah, we were doing the Phoenix Force deck and it was working really well. We'll go back to that. Yeah, we'll do that. Making my dreams come true. Oh, oh. Okay, let me switch to regular headset. So switch off, I should say. Okay. There we go.
Snapped.
All right, hey Slifer. Did I do everything right? I switched the game, switched the title. Don't want to stop the music. Oh yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Oh, 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 oh.
Flame on!
You know what I just realized? Even though the deck was working yesterday, I don't think I have enough move activators in it. Hey, Daedalus. Hmm. Here we go. Hey, Myth, what's up? Ah!
Victory.
That's great.
Ay, ay, ay.
Like, my eyes hurt. That can't be good, right? I don't know if it's pressure or pressure. Mark.
It knows the evil within.
I mean, you're not wrong. Hey, werewolf. What's up, man?
Flame on!
I'm doing good. Doing good, mister. How you doing?
Enough said, bub.
Final days of vacation. Oh.
Enough said, bub.
I definitely
What's
need
up,
to change my
Taxi?
underwear.
You want to say hi to the world today? You do? You can come up here. Come here, Taxi. Oh, my big boy. Hi. How you doing, Taxirito? Let me be clear. The second they snap, I'm leaving. I have no way to win this.
Victory!
Wow. Whoop. Clicked the wrong thing. Kid Omega, clearly too scary. But I am going to make one change. I'm going to take out Elixir here. Let's go. The answer, I think the answer might be strange. As in weird. Yeah. Give it a shot. Well, that's why I got rid of Elixir, because I had 3. Yeah, you're only playing one or the other. Yo, Takahashi, what's up? Are you there? Someday. Legit question, why did you still buy the card after the whole outrage? Sure. So animes, it's not over on the YouTube side, but I'll just read aloud the command that I have over on the Twitch side, which specifically says guest is 100% against anyone playing Kid Omega and or Cobra. The full rant is available on YouTube. He has expressed at length his disgust for the high voltage overdrive economy to the devs directly, as well as in the creator Discord. The only reason Guest has Kid Omega was thanks to an absurd community goal that was achieved to support him making content. That's why. Wellness. Atch. Oh. Fair to me. Thanks for being the serious voice in favor of the community and for the health of the game as a whole, since it will die. It won't die. Definitely not. It won't die. But we definitely have to speak our mind on some of these moments. Heath Bar, thank you. Thank you so much. Glad to at least express my piece to the voices in which hopefully it matters. Maybe someday I'll actually draw the Phoenix Force, though. No, Morgan Le Fay is why we have that. But I might take out Strange for either Falcon or Beast. Is this game free to play friendly? Yeah, I'd believe so. I'd still say yes to that.
Flame on!
Did I hear? Okay, so I'm gonna politely to young Chansleta tell you no, because that's just so beyond my world. Free to play and collection complete. Granted, been playing since global launch. Have you heard any additional news from Second Dinner behind the scenes? We're getting nothing on the official public Discord besides conversations are ongoing. I know that much as well, and my advice is remember that in the States, it is a public holiday. So there are probably less people in the office, both from the Second Dinner side as well as the Marvel side. So it would not surprise me to, and it was something I didn't think of yesterday when I made my prediction that we'd hear something today. It would not surprise me if we don't hear today, but we hear like first thing tomorrow morning, just because of the holiday. God dang, 21. Yikes. Thank you, Mr. Az. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Galentine, how you doing? Snap Junkie, what's up? Also, keep in mind there's a patch Tuesday when Overdrive is still live. So depending on what they have in mind, it might not be deployed until then, but just announce in advance. That's what I would expect. Like communication, I think is what people just want to know. Communication. Will there be comms? It ends on Tuesday reset, but patches always drop before that. The silence isn't disturbing once you recognize exactly why it's there. The reason Second Dinner is completely silent right now is because everything happened on Monday. 24 hours of let the moment happen. Digest it, start the conversations Tuesday night, which is too late on the West Coast. That means actually the conversations Wednesday morning, create the plan of action, get the plan of action approved by Marvel, which would have been starting probably today. But today is a public holiday in the States, so I wouldn't be surprised if we hear something tomorrow. How much do we know about matchmaking? I went collection complete and my win rate tanked. Am I in a deeper end of the pool? No. Yeah, the shop will be open an extra day past Tuesday. Can't stop yawning. Hey, 6 rounds. Mecha. Thank you so much, Mecha Shadow. Appreciate that. I don't think anything to do with Sanctum Showdown has anything to do with what's happened with High Voltage Overdrive, so I see that as two independent operations. I wouldn't think too much into it.
Victory.
Any free space in the club? Yeah, head over to our Discord. If you head over to the Twitch, somebody put on the Twitch side, put the link. It's something I got. This is something I got to integrate if I'm going to continue the dual streaming. I need to get my commands to also appear on YouTube chat at the same time that they come up here. Yeah, join the Discord. Seriously, I have not drawn Phoenix Force yet today.
Opponent snapped.
Ooh, that's not good.
Power must be controlled.
Yeah, that. Ugh. Pretty sure that Mercury and Hellion were intended to be released in Sanctum Upcoming. Wondering what they do to fill the gap. No. Whoa, camera. Why is my camera freaking out? Oh, it might be the light level. Hold on. Get it to manual. Lights go out, they give up, and check my mind. Smoke is up,
Opponent
my
snapped.
reputation, my bunker left. Lights on, lights go out, and give up, and check my mind. Fishing, my bunker left. Yeah. Taxi. What's up? Gonna get him? Yeah.
Flame on!
Hmm. And just like that, the Kid Omega videos, my top performing video in all of my Marvel Snap time ever. It might be, yeah, the rant. It is the second best performing video ever on my channel. It is within 2,000 views away from that. Insane.
Everybody get your fucking hands up.
Oh yeah. Damn. It's really fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty fucking cool. Alliance members who never mentioned you are praising you up and down for that video. By far the best on this situation yet. Fuck yeah. Awesome. The only video high is a Maravis. Oh, that, yeah, that game's already shut down. Thank fucking God. Hmm.
Flame on! Victory!
Mirrorverse was such a fun concept. I wish it had panned out better. I wish it had to. I wish it had to. It just straight up went literally pay to win. Like, literally. Not even like, oh, this is kind of pay to win, or this is my interpretation. No, it literally was like, pay to win. You get more refreshes if you buy more, and then you place higher, and then you place higher, and you get more rewards. You're literally buying your wins and your rewards. It was so fucking bad. Thank you, Moogle. Thank you. I had no fucking clue. Hey, why'd this turn off? Yeah, no, I appreciate that. How long did Mirrorverse stick around? No, I don't. I need another move. I need a bounce or a move for me to be able to snap on this, because I need to get another card working. Like, as much as I can play this down, if I don't get Toxin next turn, or if I don't get Ghost Rider after that, yeah, I can win one lane, which is not going to be enough. Oh, welcome back, dog. Hi. I'll do it for Tucker, but if I don't draw Ghost Rider or Toxin, I really don't have a way to win. Tell him, Taxi. Ask him, how am I going to win 2 lanes? No? Okay. Well, I mean... Okay, at least I got the Destroy card. All right. Get comfy, Taxi. There you go. Let's get rid of that. Keep all the other valuables. Uh-oh. Shay, new here. But here had to shout out the Space Mountain poster. Is that your favorite Disney attraction? No, that'll be Tower of Terror. Used to work there, and I'm always, you know, it's near and dear to my heart.
Victory.
Oh, oh. Thank you for the reminder for the web credits. I don't know if I got mine or not. I think I did, but
Snap. You are mine.
yeah, let's do it.
Enough said, bub.
I did. I had 2 cups of coffee. But I just, for some reason, I'm feeling ridiculously lethargic.
Victory.
I'm gonna see if my wife can bring me a cup of coffee. It has been a long week. I got multiple man venom. Come on, show me Phoenix. The Fae is fine. Oh, damn. Yeah.
Victory.
I was gonna put Morgan mid and then Venom. Yay. I love my wife. She's the best. This is better than winning cubes. So good. That too. That's true, Tucker. I could have done that as well. I was looking for mid and right and just thinking about the Venom doubling in the right lane just because it would have doubled again. So that's where my brain was going with that. It's a cup of coffee. A cup of coffee. Don't you know? It's a cup of coffee. Just drink a cup of coffee. Shouldn't be that fucking hard. Take the coffee, you drink a cup. I haven't played Phoenix Force in a while, but I sat here, like, I want to figure out a Kid Omega Phoenix Force deck. I still don't think this is it. I still don't think this is it. But there is one somewhere in all of this. Jeet would be very proud. Yeah, for a first draft, it's working. Because here's like, for me, as someone who's speaking so highly about the whole Kid Omega topic, I want to be able to at least like know that if people are going to push for the card, you can do more than just Nimrod. Because right now, we looked at it yesterday, nobody's running decks of Kid Omega without Nimrod. And I don't think that that's right. Kid Omega's not busted. It's not. Let me make it very clear. It's not. He's not broken as fuck. No. He's broken as fuck in the top 10% of Infinite exclusively. Oh, wait. It's Iron Fist, Omega. Yeah, we looked yesterday too. Yeah, 68 to 7. Okay, Tucker, but that's literally 68 to 70%. And half of those games, more than half of those games were KM Best and Browday. They are insane in the meta they're in. Well, you know what I mean. Shh. Quiet. Yeah, like I ran it in the 90s. I ran that deck in the 90s yesterday. I went 35 and 28 and only gained 6 cubes. Right here. This is the deck. Remember when I forgot math? I do. Totally forgot math. Granted, if I did the other way, I still lost, but totally forgot math. It's kind of important recently, too. That was just stupid. Shop time. What do we got? 5,000 gold death from Creative House Pocket, which, I mean, come on. It's got like Is it just me? Is it leaning towards like Death Note? Right? With that mask. It's got that feel. No, wait, no, I'm not thinking Death Note. What am I thinking of? What am I thinking of? It might be Bleach. Wait, hang on. No, it's not Bleach. Mm. Hisoka? It might be. No. No, that's not who I'm thinking. Not who I'm thinking. If I draw it one step further, the mask I'm thinking, it's a white mask. So invert the colors of what I'm doing here. Like along those lines. And then I want to say one of these is red. Spirited Away. Wait. Yes. That's what I was thinking. This is what I was thinking. See? Pretty damn close. This is what was in my head because of those lines. And then look at the thing. That's why my brain went there. Group effort. Good group effort there. Good group. Good teamwork. I don't have 5,000 gold anymore, but you know, you get the idea. Celine. Here's the Spotlight Nightmare, which honestly, I was not a fan of either way. So I'm glad I'm not having any kind of interest of wanting to spend 2,400 gold. The fuck am I looking at? I'm so confused. He's just punching something? Okay, I guess. Oh yeah, there's no frame break. The frame break is just zoom in. That's so weird. Oh, excuse me. And a little bit of electronic debris. Wait, I just saw something. Yeah, it's just debris. I don't know. Yeah, that ain't worth 700. Want the consistency. That sucks. I mean, they've got to play reality left, right?
Opponent snapped. I am inevitable. Hmm.
Enchantress.
Victory.
Yeah, I mean, that one hurt my brain. Mainly because I was watching that, but I get it. I stupidly chase big Thanos all the time. Even when a part of my brain screams, no, don't do it.
Snap.
I mean, it's fine, but. Show me Ghost Rider. I'll take it. There we go. Wow. Okay. That sucks. I don't think there's a world where I win this.
Opponent snapped.
It's not a bluff snap. It's
Escaped.
I don't have a singular card. No, I mean, I'm just trying to figure out if there's any way I could get away with the right only having 5. It doesn't feel good doing that, so. Yo, Arctic Suplex. Yeah, that was me. I only had a fucking multiple man in my hand, though. It was going to be a 240 potentially, but I didn't have enough to win 2 lanes. I had enough to definitely win 1, which is part of the reason I'm looking at the deck again. Yeah, GG's. No, I'm thinking about Falcon. It's just this is a deck that dies incredibly easily to Killmonger, right? Got enough bounce. What do you mean? I have Toxin. That's it. I'm trying to do it without Nimrod. That's the thing. I have to do it without Nimrod. As much as I want it to be Morgan Le Fay, it might not be. What if it's just not move? What else would it be then? Kid Omega, Morgan bounce. Morgan bounce is interesting. Just throwing Kid Omega and Morgan Le Fay into a bounce deck with maybe with Venom. Because in this build, it's more about Kid Omega is just a destroy card. It's not about the power of Kid Omega. It's about a retroactive destroy card. What if we do... We take two different elements of it, right? We take the Zola. And... no Nimrod. The name of the game is no Nimrod. Because I don't want Kid Omega exclusively to be a Nimrod card. If they're going to make us wait a month or spend an exorbitant amount of money, he needs to have more ways to win. So... We think through... nothing yet. It's a holiday in the States, so don't expect anything today, in my opinion. Rega? Turn 3. Turn 1, set up 1-drop. Turn 2, destroy or move. You're never toxining on 2. Turn 3, deliver, whether it's the destruction of Kid Omega or the destroy of Venom. The only reason I like Toxin better than Beast is only because then it's a 2-cost on turn 5. Yeah, like oh wait. Wait, hold on. 3 cards destroy. Only 2 cards ramp, which means we can get rid of one of these. We're not bouncing. It's probably Aranya. Then because if I'm leaning more into the actual move, three cards resurrect. I know what I need. No, it's not Topaz. It's Cloak. Because Cloak can help clear up for the Arnim Zola. And that's kind of more important. So your movers, move activators, I should say. Ghost Spider, Iron Fist, Cloak. Your rampers are Human Torch, Dagger. I think I need another. I need points in one more place. Controversial pick, Uncle Ben. From Ebenezer on YouTube. I don't think it's a controversial pick. I just don't know if it provides the value of what this deck wants. Does Frigga fit in now? Yeah, I mean, Frigga could fit here. I mean, there's also a case to be made for Hercules. I think we just lean heavier in here. I think we get rid of Morgan. I don't want to, because I love the spice of Morgan. But with 3 destroys, the only reason I like Cloak better than Hellion here is because you need to play multiple cards on turn 5. And I want to be able to set, like, even if my opponent is able to move cards, me clearing out a lane to do the Arnim Zola shenanigans I want to do, it's still easier to do that with Cloak. Let's try it. Only way we're gonna know. Why delete the deck just to repaste it? Good question. For deck tracking. Because if you update the deck just as is, it'll still keep the statistics ongoing. But if you delete the deck and build a new deck, it's a whole new deck code, deck slot code, and it will start tallying those statistics differently, separately.
Oh, snap.
Away. I had the line. Why not?
Hail Hydra!
You are mine, Venom. Victory.
Oh, damn. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm. Hmm.
Oh, snap. Victory.
Okay, no Phoenix Force here. Wow. It actually happened. Hey, Tom. How you doing, man? Exclamation point Omega. All right, at least we know what deck this is.
Opponent snapped.
I went for it. I went for it. Just to say I did.
Wakanda forever. Escaped.
Ugh. Okay. Let's try this again. Cerebro 3. Going well, Rambo. How you doing, man? Welcome back in.
Opponent snapped.
I wonder if this will take on 8 if I do this like this. So it's Cerebro 3. Berserker? No, I have not. Aaron, thank you so much for the kind words over on the YouTube side. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. They draw a three power card and they play it. Just gonna clog this to tie, because I think they play it there. And then we go for the tiebreaker here and win the tiebreaker. Damn it, I guessed wrong. Oh, I would have lost the oh, no, wait, no. They'd lose 6 more there. 12 on 6. 12. Yeah, we would have won the tiebreaker. Damn. Oh, well. Oop. Wait. Ah. Just unlock the heavy metal border on overdrive rewards track. What is that? Overt riv? Drive? Is that like one of those urban legends like Conquest? Mindscape is not the single most hated location in the game. No, I'd say... I mean, if you're a sadist, you say it's ego. I'd say... I mean, I hate Dream Dimension a lot more. I think it ruins too much, but that's just me. Crimson Cosmos is pretty bad, yeah.
I am Groot.
Power must be controlled.
Escaped.
Say destroy deck with Shang-Chi, because that's the world we live in. So, what?
I want the throne.
What a game!
Flame on!
Hmm.
I definitely need to change my underwear.
Venom. Opponent snapped.
It's like the worst pull it could have had there. Ghost Spider or Arnim Zola. It was a 50-50. Do it.
Kneel before the Galactus.
Called it. Oh no, it's pretty bad. If it had the venom, I would have been able to do something better, but yeah. And destructive, that's honestly like why I was holding as many of them as I was for as long as I could. The showing destroy is fine because then people think, oh my gosh, Eliath, and but showing move, maybe. Most likely not, but maybe. So, I'll put it here in the YouTube chat because you're gonna make sure you understand without saying anything. Just drop in there. Don't ads. Yeah. Let's go from there. Hopefully you can understand and understand exactly why I have the card at all. Wish it was Ghost Spider, but which actually I mentioned in the video. Don't ads.
Opponent snapped.
I like Vulture here. I like Cloak next turn, Phoenix next turn. A couple of things. Don't like that next turn. So this ends up being a lost lane. Nimrod 1 goes here, here. This all becomes a Venom. They can't win here, so the chance is winning here. Based on what this is already. The goal would have to be trying to win either 24 here or 24 here. Or 24 and 24, or 30. Yeah, no.
Escaped.
This isn't doing it. We were doing better before. You're doing better before. Ugh! What am I missing here? It's turn 4-5. This one's tough. I don't think it's Herc. I did better when we had more ones. We brought up Frigga a few times. Try a double switch. Okay, let's try a double switch. Not actually triple, but yeah. Great. We open up turn 1 with an Olympia to draw 2 extra cards. We don't draw any of the 4 1-drops in the deck. That's like a, what, 8% chance to do that? Like, you can't make it up sometimes, y'all. That second dinner coming after you for yesterday's video. Ah, yeah, clearly. Well, what do they know?
Enough said, bub.
What a game!
I want the throne.
What a game!
Escaped.
Hmm. What'd you take? God, leave me some cards on the board. Fuck. Hmm. Hmm. I can't see what their call is. It won't let me click it. Great. Oh, yeah, there you go. Laufey, yeah.
All hail Hydra!
Wow.
Victory.
Start here. Hmm. Is this a quiet place? Guest has barely said anything. I've been very quiet today. I have a little bit of a headache. Rivals took the wind out of me. Yeah, it's been a long week. Good week in a lot of ways, but rough week in a lot of ways. Hey, Benny. GG's. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it without RNG.
Everybody get your fucking hands up.
Where's my saxophone? Go! Go.
Yes.
Let's do...
Opponent snapped.
Slifer, what's up? I haven't seen a single Luke Cage player all day. I believe that. Patch notes? We don't need no stinking patch notes.
Cut off one head, two more shall take its
Copycat
place.
hit Zola. Rambo, that's my life, yep.
Power must be controlled.
Gotta run, hun.
Oh, good. Black cat. Yeah, CJ Merc community came through insane to support that. Bring it back with Phoenix Force before Valley of the Hand. Shenanigans ensue. Is this Cerebro 6? It is. It's discard Cerebro 6.
Minions to me.
Damn it. Not enough in the right. Interesting build. I mean, it was known they were going to move that. So it was immediately a left throw. I was looking at trying to get over 18 power in the mid. Malekith I thought was Cerebro. We had over 18 power, but it ended up being the Luke Cage, so we tied at 20 instead of me winning 20 to 18. They didn't have Hela as the final fucking card ready to go. Already in hand when they had 2 cards left in their deck. They had a chance, but it's what it came down to. Oh yeah, no, I mean, that's where my brain was at.
Victory.
We could have, if we could have sent over something a little weaker, yeah. But no. Great. Carrie, thank you so much. Thank you over on the YouTube side. I appreciate you. Doing the best I can to speak up. How effective that is, no idea. But, you know, doing our best. Okay.
Victory.
Thanks, man. Thank you. Scary to think that that's my best performing video of all time. That video. Well, I mean, it's almost there. Last I saw. Yeah, it's just about to pass 15K. And the all-time guest record is 16.2. And that was over almost 3 years ago. I'm not that big of a YouTube creator. You know, so when a video hits, it's great. And a surprise and a half is just not very, you know, I haven't actually made YouTube content in a while. Wiccan line's ruined. Good. Yeah, most views on my channel. Yeah. Now I have to get back into YouTube content. I should be doing more YouTube content in the sense of like talking about things here on streams. I should plan my streams a little better. Red Guardian. The CCs for that video is bonkers. Wait, what? I'm sorry.
Flame on!
Would I ever start releasing more deck guides? I used to, but it just I don't know. Oh, the closed captions for, oh man, I can only imagine how hysterical it must be. Carnage over Venom? Yeah, just because it's a cheaper card. That's all. Just because it's a 2 cost. So Kid Omega and Carnage are the 2 cost destroyers. Yeah, I mean, I've tried a variety of different deck guides. Like when I was first getting in there and doing the deck guides, I show, you know, it was a recipe. And I've talked about this before, that deck guides are boring as fuck. You know, like they're half-hour videos that you watch the first 2 minutes of, you get the deck code and you move on. We hit big. We hit big. Because they can't Goliath, they'd still lose. They only have 6 energy. They'd lose the right if they did that. Should do game highlights. You consistently have great ones. I wish I had the ability, to be completely honest, I wish I had the ability to pay an editor to stay on stream you know, have a consistent predetermined schedule, stay on stream.
Power must be controlled.
Cut off one head.
Hang out here.
More shall take its place.
And then like edit like top
Hail
moments
Hydra!
into video content. I wish I had that.
Victory.
I feel like you've got a lot more new fans from a daily dose and the clips in general. Even after the last video blew up, the reason I stay is that you do 30-minute. The reason I say it is if you do that 30-minute video, you'll pull people. Philip Radko, you do the edits for Glazer? I didn't know that. Getting the clip, see, hysterically, the community here is really good about the clips. Like the community here is really good about the clips. Having the clips to edit and turn into shorts, absolutely. That community exists. It's the just like format it, put it up there. The problem with me on that kind of stuff though is, for lack of a better term, I'm so hypercritical and super hyper analytical of my shit that I just straight up don't trust myself. Actually, I have to put it here just to gain the 1 power and then destroy it next turn. Then Phoenix Force it. Like my short, I've had several shorts pop off. Absolutely pop off. But that's also because I put a lot of time into the edit. I put a lot of time into the edit. Nothing against Daily Dose. I end up in the Daily Dose all the time, but that takes a lot of time and a lot of compilation and a lot of editing and yeah. Hey, King. What's up, man? Thanks for the raid. How you doing? Like, I'll tell you, like, what my as a creator, I have 2 dream things. Not dream things, but I have 2 things I would love to do. 1, I'd love to be able to pay someone to edit shorts and moments from the stream into video content. 2, like, no, never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
Victory.
Yeah, having an editor would be the dream. Like my top performing YouTube short is about to pass 200,000 views. That's my top performing short. Just hire Taxi to be the edit. Yeah, if I had an editor who just like Taxi. Hello. Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't want that as an editor. Just yeah. Well, anyway. Bueller? Yeah, no. Something else I would like though, and it's something I have to give credit for. I need to figure out a way to get. I want to build a ItsGuestGaming widget. Okay, and what that means, like for reference, I don't know, because I know how you people are. Just bear with me, and please listen to the context of what I'm saying. Okay, because this has nothing to do with anything outside of what it does have to do with. Okay. I absolutely love the notification bar that pops up on Jeff Hoogland's stream. Okay, if anybody's ever seen it, he has a branded bar that pops up whenever people subscribe. You know, and it rotates through different symbols and different evolutions when it's, you know, for X amount of years or months or etc. And whether it's bits, whether it's cheers, and it's a custom one. He had it built for him. I love that thing. I think it is incredibly well done, very professional looking. And I would love to have something like that for myself. I'd love to get one built, but a much more complex one. I'd love to have my own little stream widget thing that covers Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. So when moments happen, like I could see it on my thing where when people send bits, or they send super chats on YouTube, or they send hearts on TikTok, or like, I want all of that in one widget. And that's incredibly complex to build. So much so, I reached out to Jeff to ask him who did his. And that person no longer creates digital content. Oh, I should have held the Frigga. I'm thinking about the double moves. But I should have thought about the double vulture instead.
Assemble.
Oof. I'm going to play into a 50-50.
Opponent snapped.
2, 4, 6, 8. Huh. Yep.
Knowledge is power.
That was cheeky.
Victory.
I'm actually proud of that one. Maticus, thank you. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Doing the best I can. That's all I can do. Ugh. Shit. Juice is a bot. Got it.
Opponent snapped.
I am the Sorcerer Supreme.
mean, no, I thought about Zola Bar, but it actually works out less. It works out as either only 19 or 0. Sorry, only 21 or 0. It's not worth it. Sorry, YouTube chat. Where are they? Go! Oh, yeah. Treddy, I didn't buy it. The community had a goal to buy it, an absolutely ludicrous goal, and to support the content, they actually bought it. I did not buy it. They got it for me, so I could start playing with it and figure out if there's really a push or a need to actually get this card. So we know it's good with Nimrod decks. We're trying to make decks without Nimrod now to really try to figure out its worth. It was a sub goal. Sub goal, so it covered it, yeah. There we go. Doo-doo.
Victory.
I mean, it's just scale and scale and scale and scale, so that's a win. All right, let's see here. Has it passed it? Let's see. I think it just hit 15K or 16K. Let me see. 15.1. Yeah, by the morning, it's probably going to be the #1 video on my channel of all time. It's fucking insane.
I am Iron Man.
Hmm. Okay. Citadel, polymorphs the Merlin into Esme. Well, that worked out nicely. Thanks, Killmonger.
Victory.
It happens. Yeah, totally calculated. Totally calculated. Oops. All right. Overall, I think the deck is very close. Like this was the best feeling one so far. Like the Madam Web flexibility absolutely helped. I think there's something here. I'm not sure if it's Frigga. I'm not sure if it's Aranya. There's something. It might be Aranya for Venom. Now that we have Frigga and Madam Web in it. It's so damn close. Hmm. I wish there was like another 2-cost destroyer. I really do. Maybe it's just not Aranya. Maybe it's just Nico. J26. What? Ah. I think he's a niche card. He's fun. He's cool. Unique. I'm not sold on it yet. Like, let me go over here. Out of the Phoenix variations we've got, right? The one with Morgan Le Fay-ish play, 17 and 8. This one, like I said, this one felt the best. And I honestly think it's because it had the 4/1 drops. Now, on the other end, we had Nico for a little while, took it out. The second we made it too clunky with like Hercules in there, it started to become a problem. Yeah, because this only has 1 3 and 2 4s in it. This has 2 3s, a 4, and a 6. I had tested Elixir. I actually took Elixir out in this build. I wasn't as huge of a fan of Elixir for it. Maybe with Frigga now Elixir makes more sense. But I think it's just, I think it might just be because the reason hang on. So the reason I'm contemplating between Nico, Venom, and Beast is for secondary play lines, right? The Venom helps more with the Kid Omega line because one of the things I have liked doing with Kid Omega is on a dead lane, like the lane you're throwing on the final turn, you activate Kid Omega and then play Venom in the other lane that you're killing off. And then just basically having it go into the Kid Omega lane on the final turn. Much bigger fan of doing that. Like, much bigger fan of doing that. Beast ends up being a little clunky, only because he's 3-cost also. The Toxin, on the other hand, worked because it was a 2-cost. The only real downside with Toxin is once you Toxin, you have to Toxin no later than 5. So it's a very limited play line for him. You're Toxining on turn 5, either turn... The only turns you Toxin are turns 4 and 5. And that's very limiting for what his purpose is. Versus Beast, where you could do 3, 4, and 5. Versus Venom, where you could do 3, 4, 5, 6. The flexibility of when you use the card, I think, is very important. Aranya has won me games. What's up, Tech? You want to go down? Here you go. Go say hi. No, it's mommy. Quiet. He's like, who's there? Who's there behind the curtain? Ignore that man behind the curtain. I like I keep wanting to put Nico in. Right? I keep wanting to put in Nico. And like I said, the Madam Web doesn't do the same thing as the cloak to help Arnim Zola. It helps the move. Maybe it's just not. I mean, we did win with a couple of Zolas that way. Man, this is so difficult to decide, like which direction to take this. I want to be able to maximize Kid Omega a little more and play into the Phoenix Force line a little more. Not just have it be a move deck with a Phoenix Force backup plan. The Nico ability, hang on, let me see something real quick. To the right. Do we think that's more valuable than Aranya? Because Iron Fist goes to the left. Nico is one of the few that goes to the right. Oops, other one. Yeah, because the destroy draw 2 definitely helped. In like 1 or 2 games that we tested it in. Hey, Swininja, what's up? Hope you had a good stream yesterday, man. Oh, man, big stretch. True. You know what? I wonder. I'm gonna do something. I want to go look at Jeet's channel a second. Right? If we go to, because he's the master, right? He's got all, exactly. He's got all the builds. Fuck the meats. He's got the builds. I want to see. No, it's just an affiliate link.
Hello, hello, hello.
Check his Twitter. That's a good idea. It's a scary place, but Misery Firehair. Yeah. So on the, what we'll call more so true Phoenix Force. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying not to do the misery builds. Destroy Makari. That top one really looked the closest towards it. This. Aranya, Ghost Spider. He doesn't use Iron Fist, and I noticed that in a couple of the builds so far. In the, what we'll call more traditional Phoenix Force builds. He never has Iron Fist. But he does play more Nico. That might be part of it. Just put that. That's what I was just talking about a bit. Multiple Man, Penny, Arnim Zola. I guess the tough part here then on like this build, right? No, wait, that's not the one. It's, where was the one I liked? I was liking this one more, right? The problem only really becomes he's not running Frigga. His rampers for Phoenix Force are Multiple Man and Human Torch. He's not running the trio that's Dagger and Vulture. Hang on. I'm saving notes in the background on this. Because if we want to make this work for Kid Omega, it's not just like take out the Penny Parker. It's not. It does let me feel better about... I keep going back and forth with like getting the Venom play in some capacity to happen. I like the Frigga play a lot that we had from the last deck. It was a good alt. I think Frigga kind of fills a similar role to what Penny's going to do. Because there's only the one merge, right? Well, wait, hang on. You could get the extra energy. Does the extra energy with the merge into Penny give me what I need? I just don't know. I like the idea of Heimdall, just because Heimdall is an incredibly fun card that doesn't get enough play. So maybe we go away from the Arnim Zola line as one of the options. Because with the Arnim Zola line, it's too late of a destroy, unless if you're doing the Human Torch. The ones that he had where he was running Zola, or was it? He was also running Heimdall, and then a much smaller package. Heimdall again. again loves Penny. Yeah, no. That's solid. I can't believe how much Penny he plays. Just Hulkbuster. Okay. I got some, oops, got some knowledge and inspiration. Penny I hadn't considered. I'm just trying to figure out if it makes sense. Like, does Penny even qualify in here? No, she's not in the move category. Hang on. Where are you, Penny? Knock, knock, knock. Penny. When it merges, you get +1. And a free movement from the SPDR. Actually, Penny Kid Omega could be really interesting. Because, the Hulkbuster or the movable piece, the SPDR, because the merge would happen, Kid Omega would recognize that card and then destroy it. So does the move... I kind of like that. For Kid Omega. I'm still sitting on a Madam Web here, but... If we took Madam Web and... I guess that's the other symbiote piece then, right? That's got to be the other symbiote piece. Yeah, you're right. I like the way you're thinking, Buzz, because to use the 2 turns, like Penny then's basically a backup plan, but with a Hulkbuster line, it's a little different. The extra energy I don't think matters. It's the move that matters. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really thinking this through. Of what goes where. The symbiote would be there if the Penny was there. Bless you. What about... Does Topaz or Zorn fit in? Probably not for this. Because Zorn doesn't have a scaling mover in that. Even if we do put Strange, right? Like you're saying, even if we do put Strange. Fanfei's clunky. Hulkbuster targets to something. With the activated Kid Omega, it destroys that thing. Same way that the Ghost Spider pull works. Three destroyables. 2 cards to destroy. The Venom and the Hulkbuster provide some extra outs to move power around with Kid Omega. Hey, Myth. Galactus for the one time it'd work. I'm just back and forth between... I'm back and forth between the benefit of Penny versus Hulkbuster, and I think the only reason I'm going to go Hulkbuster is because Penny into the SPDR is kind of the same reasoning and line for Kid Omega into Hulkbuster. Just minusing the move. Instead, it's the power reallocation. You know? That's what I think I'm going to do. I think this is it. Hi, Penny. Hi. I like this. I do. I like this. I think we'll keep this.
Opponent snapped.
They don't have Shang-Chi in their hand already. They just don't. They're only moving some of it, not all of it.
Sorcerer Supreme.
Victory.
I guess they assumed I was going to strange in the mid. Yep. Whoops, sorry. Not report. It wasn't a bot. Yeah, that was a choice. Follow the bouncing Hulk. Yeah, headed too much rivals on the brain. Yep. Side down. Inside out. Pai Dadori is a Brazilian name, 100%. I'm good, Duck. I'm good. Hanging on for dear life.
Breaking news.
Shit. That's the part that sucks. It's a Havoc build, probably. Ancient Venom and friends. Doesn't matter, it'll go off. This is what I was talking about, the redistribution of power with Venom. Two options here. Fuck you. There goes that lane of doing that, but... There we go.
I am the Sorcerer Supreme.
Did I do the Havoc backwards? Are you kidding me? I mean, the Kid Omega? Yep, I did it backwards. Well, yeah, no, I did it out of order from the Venom. That was my fault. 2, 3. Three, 5, 7, 9. You know, it's interesting how we all, as a community, were separate on when we decided to talk. All the people who were wrong talked first. And then all of the people who had perfect hindsight being 2020 talked second. Yeah, and to be fair, no one has a fucking card. So, you know what? Now we've all learned at my expense. But that's why I have the card.
Epic.
Yeah, no, Heimdall loses that there, definitely. Yeah, now we've all learned it's same turn, not next card. Because that sucks. Guess just doing his part to tank Kid Omega stats so he won't look pay to win. Yeah, I think holding off is a fair play. Oh wow, it's 6:30. Shit. All right. Yay. Thanos. Inked Thanos. I think half of Thanos' stones shouldn't draw, to be honest. Well, thank goodness only half of Thanos' stones only draw. You must feel so much better about that. Coca-Cola, yo, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you, man. Yes and no. We've had really good conversations with them. Huh. Run like hell. All right.
Escaped.
Like all of the core cards would just stayed in the deck. The Travis SB, you don't know if they're working on anything. They haven't said anything because people aren't listening. Because they are listening doesn't mean they will change anything. The longer they take, people will use. The longer they take, people using their vaults. So Travis, before we take this any further, destructive is correct, and Dark Tanwin is also saying very valid things as well. Because they are speaking based on content that I've spoken about over the last couple of days here on this channel, live as well as in the YouTube video. Because I do have a direct line with Second Dinner. And I have been talking with them extensively about everything that's happened. Sharing a lot of feedback, good, bad, or indifferent. Constructive and deconstructive. It's not just exclusively make a fix. There's a lot more to it. There's make a fix, get the fix approved by all departments within Second Dinner, get the fix approved by Marvel, get the fix implemented, and then get the fix announced. But the timeline in making all of that happen, when today is a national US holiday, also gets extended just because they're over in the California side of the world. So I'm telling you confidently, they are correct, that things are being done. Announcements are going to be made, but it's a holiday. And if anything gets announced today, it's a surprise and people are working on a holiday to get that communication out. But also respecting the fact that it is a holiday in the States, I'm not going to expect them to work on it. Just like you wouldn't expect to be working a holiday if your boss forced you to because somebody broke something 3 days before the holiday, right? Doesn't make any sense. So I think having all of that in mind is important before attacking people that have more information clearly at the moment than you do. Does that make much more sense, Travis? And if it doesn't, that's fine. I get it. Wait. Travis, they do this a lot. It would be much easier.
I am the Sorcerer Supreme.
Much easier to make better decisions. Okay. Much easier to make better decisions. So, Travis, I'm going to give you one last conversational point to try to work with. I'm going to leave it at that, okay? Because it's coming off as an agenda right now. It's coming off as an agenda. You started off great with the conversations. Fair criticism. They didn't punish me. But I need you to recognize broader than how you feel. I would argue that it's a card game first. Gotcha would be randomized chest openings. This isn't really that.
You are mine.
Gotcha, buddy.
Victory.
Yeah, the game is a collectible card game. It's not a trading card game, right? It's a collectible card game. It's a CCG. Thank you, Snap Nation. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you very much. I think it's important to recognize that the answer is never going to be as simple as just make better decisions. That's, for lack of a better term, probably one of the stupidest things you could say, because that's always the goal for everything in every part of every life. Doesn't make any sense. As someone who's come from gacha games like Disney Sorcerer's Arena, like Disney Mirrorverse, the model for those, for randomization and pulls, is much more towards the direction of loot boxing than anything Snap has done since global launch. However, there are elements from those style of games that Snap does have. If I were to quantify the level of gotcha-ness of Marvel Snap, I would say there are elements of it, but it is not a gotcha game. There are monetization elements of it, but it is absolutely not a gotcha game in any way. In any extensive way, I think is a better way to word that.
Snap.
Most of the monetization that comes, yeah, Kicks, you're already on it. The majority of the monetization that happens in Marvel Snap is in just cosmetics. It's not pay to play. It's not pay to win. It's pay to accelerate. It always has been since global launch. They tried a different model prior to global launch, and that's where the legendary Nexus events comes from. And that shit was turned down so fast by the community and almost tanked the game before it even launched. So they learned that real quick. Not being on the inside creator program and paid $500 in a virtual game just gets me upset with the lack of communication to us regular folks. I get you have more convos with them and know a bit more on the inside. That's what I think. I think that's what brings out my irritation. So then this will be the last time I go through this explanation, and maybe we'll clip it to just give people like a reference point from here on out. So I want you to think about this timeline. And hopefully it's the last time I'll ever have to explain this timeline, because we'll remember to clip this and just be like, think of this first. Event happened Monday night, right? Event happened Monday night. "24 hours have to go by to register what the hell is happening when it comes to public feedback. That means we get to Tuesday night. Tuesday night, too late in the day to start having meetings in regards to how are we going to fix this from a business standpoint. So they start having meetings on Wednesday morning. Wednesday morning, they sit down with all of the different departments to figure out, here's the general sentiments of the community, what happened, what are the sales looking like, what are the interactions looking like, what are all of the everything's looking like. All of that happens on Wednesday morning. They come up with a plan to make an assessment, because clearly the community sentiment is beyond the point of negative, so there's something that they have to do to fix it. So they go ahead and make a decision some point on Wednesday. They go to create that decision and roll it out. However, you also have to remember that as Second Dinner, they are licensing from Marvel. So what ends up having to happen is any communication or changes that are made have to be approved by everybody in Second Dinner, all departments involved, as well as Marvel, to let them know, hey, here's the good, the bad, the ugly of everything that's been going on. And here's what we're doing. Here's the announcement. Here's the verbiage we're going to use. Do you approve? All of that gets sent off to Marvel. If that all got sent out Wednesday night, today is a national holiday in the US, which means most of those departments and businesses are not operating in office. So because they're not operating in office, now we end up in another position trying to figure out, well, now what, quote unquote. What do? Well, we wait 24 hours. Then we get to tomorrow morning. So we get to tomorrow morning where all of that could be officially now rolled out. Now, when I made a prediction on Wednesday that we would hear about it on Thursday, remember, I live in Brazil. So I forgot that tomorrow was Juneteenth. Well, today now is Juneteenth. Therefore, probably not going to hear anything today, just because we should respect everybody as human beings and respect time off as time off. So hopefully we hear something Friday morning. Californian time. That would be my assumption. With all of that put together and said, that's why you most likely have not heard from going on, from Second Dinner going into today. Because there is a process, there is an approval process, there is an information process. Now, given everything that's happened and knowing Second Dinner's reputation, if I had to make a prediction, I say we get an announcement right around reset tomorrow, because it's the end of the day and the end of the week, and then they go into their weekend. That would be my guess. If we don't hear anything by tomorrow, I would be, 1, shocked, 2, double shocked, 3, ridiculously triple shocked. There's no reason that we don't. There's literally no reason that we don't hear anything tomorrow. There's no reason. There's no reason. If we don't hear anything tomorrow, that's when you start seeing, exactly as I called in the video, the exodus. Now, let me also be clear on this. Hearing something doesn't mean you like what you hear. Hearing something is they've put out official communication about it. They officially say, here's what's going on. That's what communication is. There's just saying recognition, announcement, if they're doing any kind of justification, if they're explaining anything, if they're doing any kind of retroactive changes, implementations, compensations, any and all of that would be in an announcement tomorrow. If there's an announcement tomorrow. And I expect there to be an announcement tomorrow. And I think you should expect one too. So we don't have to like whatever's going to happen. And we want to like whatever's going to happen. But I think it's important that we remember the process before we just start saying, think smarter. Because the dumbest thing you can do is just say, think smarter. I get your rundown, just a bit shocking considering how quickly other games like Marvel Rivals have turnaround for community anger given almost exactly the same structural breakdown. For the record, that's a worse example because they only make changes every couple of weeks. Just saying. It's a worse example. You can try again though. Is Kid Omega broken? I don't think he's broken. I think he's good. I think he's good. His cost is broken. Yes. KM, yeah. And I talked about this a little bit yesterday too. The KM deck. The KM deck specifically was like, excuse me, in my opinion, broken as fuck because the people that know each other up in the top 10%, they know the meta, they know what they're all playing each other nonstop. It's literally a club within a club, if you will, because it's the same group of people and a lot of the same players play each other and they all know when they're trying different archetypes or when they're playing very specific decks, who's a favoritist towards whatever. That all matters to factor in. So KM and Browde facing the same pool of 1,000 people is very different than Joe Blow playing it in the 90s or the 60s or Low Infinite. Yeah, it's a fun deck. It's a good deck. I just don't think it's the final iteration of that deck. Plus, not many people have Kid Omega, so teching against it isn't super helpful. 1000%. Oh my god, really? Really, Phoenix Force? Really? Really, Phoenix Force? See, Slifer, I would do that, but that literally that shtick already exists in the Marvel Snap community. Chaos Pro has a red phone on a cord and does a shtick on his stream when he plays Snap and talks to Second Dinner. Yeah. So I can't use a red phone for the mayor. I wouldn't take that away from him. Oh my god, Phoenix Force, you suck. God damn it. Dormammu's gonna be fun. I'm curious to play. Oh, fuck, damn it. Oh well, we lose.
I am the Sorcerer Supreme.
Good artist borrow, great artist steal. Nah. Yeah, Nightmare's a fun card. Keyword, fun card. It's the closest thing we've had to Exodia, you know? All right, y'all. I'm going to call it a night. I'm getting a little tired. So hopefully we've had the conversations that we need to have. I expect to hear, because of the national holiday that I honestly forgot about, I expect to hear tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. I very much so expect to hear, I don't know when tomorrow, because knowing Second Dinner, there's three time periods that it honestly could be. You could hear as early as 11 a.m. Pacific. We could hear as early as, oh no, we could hear as early as 10 a.m. Pacific. We could see Reset, which is 12 p.m. Pacific. And we could honestly hear at like 4 p.m. Pacific right before they go on their weekend. If I had to guess, it would be the earlier two, one of the earlier two. It'd be worse if they did it later, but I think hearing by Reset is more than reasonable. Yeah, I think the goal should be to hear before Reset. And I will make sure I am here and I am on to talk about it as it happens, to read it and give my reaction to it. Cool? Cool. So we will talk about it. Guaranteed. So my YouTube folks, appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. You have a great night. And my Twitch folks, hang on, we're gonna raid. Let's see here.